Hi, my name is Madeline Lee. I'm studying BA Honours Photography. I am in Year 2, Self and Other, and this is my Assignment 3. Assignment 3 was to create a series of 6 images of you that show different selves. Different selves is a really interesting topic and something that has a really broad offering. We all see individuals differently, we all see different groups differently, so the perception there is always a little bit warped. So when I went into this assignment, I really wanted to discuss how the version of self can't be seen in its entirety. There's no photograph that can fully show who a person is. So I wanted to break that down a little into micro moments, and I wanted to look at the everyday life of an individual, that individual being myself. I wasn't in a very good headspace, so it was about incorporating movement. The movement was done in a blur motion of myself, and that is to keep the audience at a distance. I didn't want them to see who I was. I wasn't willing to show my physical being, but I was willing to show what was informing my personality in those moments and in those relationships that I surround myself with. I also liked the idea that keeping my individual self as blur motion throughout the entire series allows you to realize that a person is ever growing, ever changing, ever moving. And I really wanted to make that apparent with not being able to hold the person down in one spot and say, this is who I am. So that is another reason I wanted to keep that blur motion effect within the series. So this is my journal. On the front page, I pre-frame what the audience is going to see. It says, if there are 4 different particular personalities and only one body, it is clear that there can be some principle for distinguishing personalities without at least distinguishing bodies. In the first image, you get to see myself and my dog out in the real world, out with nature, near where I live. So you're already understanding a little bit more about my personality and about who I am and what the environment is doing to influence myself. This image explores a bit more about escapism. It is about connecting with nature and finding inner peace, taking a walk and a moment away from technology and screaming children really helps me reconnect with myself. You do get a sense of stillness in the image because there is no movement in the background. The only movement you see is with me and my dog. I did tone down the image, made it a little bit moodier colors because I was trying to reflect my internal landscape and how I was feeling at the time. And even though it is still and peaceful, there is still a sense of sadness to the image. The quote at the top is from me, and it says, the key to recognizing what part of self is reflected in moments is recognizing how personal relationships evoke a feeling and a personality that awakens inside of us just by being around them. This changes dependent on the company around you. So this next image is exploring more of my home life relationships and my home personality. This is bright and early in the morning, me and my son getting ready for the beginning of the day. You can see that I've got piles of clothes on the couch, kids' toys in the living room, and you can see right through to the kids' room. I liked that the motion from me and Max running around was creating that blur. We were actually just running backwards and forwards cleaning the space, but he was just running with me, which was nice. So that really helped create that motion blur which I've been trying to capture within all the images. This is about responsibility and how you wake up in your day and how it informs how your day is going to go. Sometimes it starts like this, chaotic, crazy, and the rest of the day is written off. And other days it starts out peaceful, but not so much for me. So this is more reflecting of my home life situation. This is the quote, responsibility will change who you are. It will at times define you and it will make you ambitious, tired, exhausted, excited, and responsibility changes with you every single day. So this particular day was chaotic and it's reflected in the photo, but the next morning may have been a happier morning, but I really wanted to capture a real moment, and I feel like that explored responsibility to a T. This next image is all about a sense of inner child and sense of happiness and peacefulness within yourself and your family members. So as you can see, I'm dancing on the balcony with my 2 children. it's blue hues, so it is the end of the day. So we are a lot more relaxed than we were in that morning shot. We've been out for the day. It's been a very fun day, and we're having fun together as a family. I kept the tones of this one a lot brighter than the one that you saw in the first photo of the series, because you know, we have our ups, we have our downs, and it reflects who we are. And I feel like you get to have these amazing inner child moments when you have young children, and they are more frequent than they are for others. And to get to experience your inner child more frequently is so exciting, that I really wanted to capture that for everyone. When your inner child is allowed to come out, life becomes new, exciting, different, shiny, and explorative. This next image is about comfortability and a sense of belonging, because most of us have really strong, tight family units, and when we go home we always feel like ourselves again. We feel like we can be mad, we can be happy, we can be angry, we can be sad, and our emotions are so open and apparent for our immediate family members that it really makes you feel like you feel that love quite tight-knit, that you don't really feel with other people. Like you feel a sense of security, I suppose I'm trying to say. So this particular image was staged. We definitely don't sit like this on a normal basis, but I really wanted to stage it like this. We all just burst out with belly laughs, and I just wanted to sort of use that experience in that time to create a memory, not only for myself but for the assignment. But also it brings in a sense of support and sense of togetherness. The room is a lot more beige tones, and the overall tonality of the photograph is beige as well. But I didn't want the environment to take away from the people. So I wanted the people to stand out, because they are what stands out in my personality that makes me feel comfortable in any situation and secure. So it says, being around family makes you feel like a kid again, in good ways and bad ways, each meeting inciting different behaviour. This next image is talking about the worker who exists in all of us in different ways. The worker is a large part of our life and is completely separate from our family and from our friends. It's something that we all have to do, and we all become a different person at work, but that's a big reason I wanted to explore it. So this is the image. I'm coming home from work. It's been a hard day. I've come in with my bag. This is where I throw my keys down. I'm on the phone because I'm still doing a lot of work things even though I've left. And you can see that the house is pretty messy. The tonality of the image is quite grey, very office vibes. I did want to keep it a little bit more toned down. It's a bit more of a mundane part of your personality at the end of the day, and you know, even though we really strive to do our best at work, it doesn't necessarily mean it's our favorite part of our personality. I also feel like you're always busy at work, you're always on the go, you're always thinking 10 steps ahead rather than getting to live in the moment, which I really feel is reflected with how the blur motion is in this image. It also, I really like it in this particular image being blurry, because it does make you feel that I'm at a distance with my environment, that I haven't yet settled down, I haven't calmed down since getting home, and that the two worlds can't meet, but at the same time they do clash. So it says, success is built on time, focus, determination. You must, if you want to succeed at work, put in time and effort. It's not the same you that your family sees. It's the boss, the CEO, and the employee. I really feel like we do have someone out there that does actually get to see who our true self is without us even understanding how we've been so comfortable with them. I really feel like my husband is that person. So in this final image, I wanted to have I was about to go to the Master Builders Awards, and we were dancing on the balcony, we were having a drink, we were laughing, the sun was setting, it was winter. So there are beautiful blue hues mixed with a beautiful green, and you've got the warm colorings from the interior lights. I really like that the blur keeps you at a distance. It doesn't feel like you're welcome to be a part of the moment, but you can definitely view it from an outsider's perspective. the door really keeps you at that distance. And it really says to you, this is between us two and us two alone. This connection, this strong love and connection and comfortability is between us and no one else. But you're more than welcome to view it and come see it. For this particular assignment, I looked at a lot of Western philosophers and what they were trying to define the self. And I tended to lean towards the Western philosophy that we link our experiences and our relationships, that the theory is at the end of the day that there is only one true me that only certain individuals get to see, therefore others get to see a version of me. And that really resonates with me, and that's something I wanted to bring part of this photo journal.